Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out to see the world premiere of The $1 Billion Baby. As is customary, please turn off your Twitter machines and sit back, relax, and enjoy the performance.
How you doing? You know, looking around this room and seeing this crowd reminds me of a story. I had a cousin who was a Broadway stage actor. Been out of work for a while, so he goes to see his agent. Well, he gets up there and his agent, Maury, tells him, look, he says, you know, there's 100 guys like you out on the street. He goes, yeah, but Maury, he says, I really need to work. He says, I got a wife and 2 kids. I need to eat, make money. Maury says, well, what am I going to do? Just send the phone ring. Maury picks up the phone. He goes, yeah, okay. Yeah, hold on a second. I might have the guy here right now. He goes, let me hear you say the line. Hark, I hear the cannon. The guy goes, my cousin, he goes, hark, I hear the cannon. He goes, no, do it with feeling. He goes, hark, I hear the cannon. He says, that's it. He says, that's it. Yeah, I got the guy for you. 600 a week? Okay, great. Don't worry about it. We got a wardrobe department. Take care of it. You're going to send over a car? Okay. Hangs up the phone. He said, let me hear you say the line one more time. Guy goes, hark, I hear the cannon. He says, that's great. Keep practicing it. Go see my secretary, Virginia. She'll take you over to the wardrobe department. You get a World War I costume. He says, and keep practicing that line. So he goes out to see Virginia. Virginia takes him into the wardrobe department. He puts on a World War I costume. She says, I don't know what it means, but she says, you're supposed to say the line, hark, I hear the cannon. He goes, hark, I hear the cannon. So I guess that's okay. She says, go out there after he puts the uniform on, go out there, catch the elevator. Now this is an old building in New York. Still has elevator operators in it, right? So he's standing there, there's about 10 people waiting for the elevator. Nobody will get near him, right? Elevator comes up, everybody stays there. He's the only one who gets on the elevator. Elevator operator's looking at him. This guy's a little bit nuts, right? He's standing back of the elevator, he's going, hark, I hear the cannon. Hark, I hear the cannon. Finally, he gets downstairs, and the elevator operator tells him, go see the concierge. She's supposed to tell you what to do. So he goes over to the concierge. Concierge says, what do you want? He says, hark, I hear the cannon. The guy says, oh yeah, you're the guy Maury sent me. He said, there's a limo waiting for you out there. He says, go out and knock on the window. He's supposed to take you to the theater. So he walks out, knocks on the window of the limousine. Limo driver drops the window. This is New York. He goes, what the fuck? He goes, hark, I hear the cannon. Oh, you're the guy. Yeah, get in the back. I'll take you to the theater. So they're driving through Manhattan. People are looking in the windows of the limo. They don't know who this guy is. They figure maybe it's Donald Trump. Maybe it's the president. Who knows, you know? So they're looking, and then they see this guy with a World War I costume on going, hark, I hear the cannon. So they figure, oh, that's some eccentric millionaire, you know, going through Manhattan. Finally, they pull up behind the theater, and the driver says, you're supposed to say the line to me. He goes, hark, I hear the cannon. He says, that's it. He says, just keep practicing. Up there is down the alley there is the back door to the theater. Just go knock on the door. The stage director will tell you what to do. So he's walking through the alley. There's lions, there's bums, there's everything you can think of in the alley. They're all getting up and running because they figure this guy's nuts. World War I costume going, hark, right? Anyways, he gets up, he knocks on the door. Stage director opens the door. Says, what the hell do you want? He goes, hark, I hear the cannon. He said, oh, you're the guy Maury sent over. Yeah, come on in. He said, that guy standing over there is the director. You go see him. He'll tell you what to do. Goes over to the director. Taps the director. He says, what do you want? I'm busy. Oh, you're the guy Maury sent over. He says, let me hear you say the line. He goes, hark, I hear the cannon. He says, that's terrific. He says, you go stand over there and keep practicing the line. This show could run longer than cats. You're going to get 600 a week. All you got to do is walk out on the stage and say that line. So he used to keep practicing. So he's standing over in the wings. He's going, Harp, I hear the cannon. Nobody will come near the guy. They don't know who the hell he is. Finally, sees the director give him the signal. Points out on the stage. He walks out on the stage and just then there's a big boom. He goes, what the fuck was that? That was the short version.
What does that have to do with this?
To do with what?
This case?
What case?
My impending impeachment trial?
Oh, is that what this is about? I was wondering what all the scowls were for.
And who the hell is he?
I have no idea. Oh, no, that's Hambeck. He's our ace in the hole. They call him the Gray Fox.
Look, you came very highly recommended by Steve Bannon, so I expect Steve Bannon, founder of Breitbart, my former chief advisor. Are you kidding me? You don't even know Steve Bannon?
Steve Bannon, yeah. Bannon! Bannorama! Yeah, when I got so fucked up in college.
Not good.
Hey, just relax. We'll get through this thing together. It's gonna be okay. You just gotta keep your chin up, man. Keep your eyes open. Hey, keep slouch. Shh. Hey, this thing's about to get started.
I wonder if the clerk is going to say anything.
I think he's fucking around.
I wonder if this clerk is going to start the proceedings of my impending impeachment
I think it's
trial.
about to get started.
Very
Shut the fuck
serious.
up.
This committee is now in session. The Honorable Senator from Utah and Senate Pro Tempore, Orrin Hatch, presiding.
What's the worst thing that could happen here?
I assume that they'd probably impeach you like Nixon.
You know, I always liked Nixon's madman theory, although I draw no parallels between my administration and his. Everybody knows that it was me that came up with that great silent majority thing. Nobody knows that. He had some great sayings, too, like you can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, and the rest, you carpet bomb back into Stone Age, but first make the economy scream. No. That was not Lincoln. Lincoln's great, too. More and more people are talking about what a tremendous job he and Frederick Douglass are doing, of course. I mean, when he told the great silent majority, which I came up with, by the way, for their support, that was a smart move, you know? Brilliant move. Nope, Lincoln. You know, the only thing Honest Dave didn't realize is once the great silent majority gets started, they never shut the hell up. You know? The one thing, though, if I did have to resign, that would be tough. You know, I'd be away from political theater, out of the arena. I wouldn't get to watch what's left of the program, you know. I'd be afraid I'd miss what's left of the show.
Okay, so that was Lincoln.
No. You know, on the other hand, if I did have to resign, that wouldn't be so tough. Then my boy Mike Pence would get in there. Do you know that he's such a prude? He won't even be alone in a room with another woman. It's just funny because me and my 3 marriages and healthy lust for my daughter Ivanka, it's just, somehow I thought it's weird, you know, somehow we're an evangelical match made in heaven. Evan's a great guy too, tremendous guy, Evan.
Yeah, if you could find Mike.
Where's Mike Pence?
Last I checked, I think he's in Rwanda.
Rwanda? What's some kind of humanitarian relief effort envoy?
No, they just don't have an extradition treaty with us.
So he's not coming back.
No way. Not until this whole shit show blows over.
Well, who's next in line for the presidency?
I think it's Orrin Hatch or something.
Incubating a nefarious plot, more like it. I wish there was a different word for it, though, you know?
Like brewing.
Yeah, or concocting or devising. That's weird, too, because I had the best words, I went to the best schools. I'm like a really smart guy, you know, like making a plan only better. That's weird. There's just no word for that.
There's absolutely no word in the English language for that.
Not one, no.
No.
The U.S. House of Representatives has charged President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, with crimes worthy of impeachment. It is the job of this committee constituting the leadership of the United States Senate to decide whether or not to convict the president on said allegations. And it is on this day, December 8th, in the year of our Lord, 2017, that sitting president.
Okay, you know what? I hardly ever sit. It's true. I'm always working. I'm always on the job. I don't even sleep, okay? I just take really long blinks. That was a nap. There was another nap. 2 naps in under 10 seconds. That's not bad.
Just relax.
No, give me a break. Give
You
me
need
a
a break.
break. I know. I will have you know, I work 23 hours a day, and the other hour I'm watching Fox News so I can get the real truth. You know, Sean Hannity has had his thumb on the pulse for years. What happened at the Post nightclub in Orlando, Florida was a terrible tragedy.
This is just formality, you know? This is just something that the masses cocked up. This is just a pageantry. This is just a pedantic...
Like a pointless pedantic potluck of perfidy? It's weird. It's like you share the same brain cell. You know, but I will say, we have incredible shooting sprees, by the way. We have the best Manchurian candidates in the world. You know, speaking of which, there's not a moment where I'm not working. Even on a biological level, I'm doing something. People have batteries. We have the best electronic retailers in the world. You know, sometimes I move so fast and unpredictably, it's on a metaphysical level.
I know you're really worked up. This is very tense. You're going through a whole bunch of stuff. Just remember one thing. Just be yourself.
I wake up half an hour before I go to sleep, okay? I'm always working, always on the job. I don't even sit down to poop.
And second thought to be anybody else. For God's sakes.
Please, I know exactly what I'm doing.
That's piss.
Under Article 2 of the United States Constitution, the President is charged with 5 counts, the counts being 1, refusal to release tax returns as President.
That should be a problem. That should not be a problem at all.
I know, that's what I thought.
As long as your numbers add up.
No, they all add up. The problem is I went to the bank the other day, and the lady behind the counter said, "I'm sorry, President Trump, you have too much money in the bank." So I couldn't deposit the check, so I called her a nasty woman and moved on with my life.
Count 2, abuse of ethics rules.
Ethics.
Wait.
Ethics. Okay.
Abuse of ethics?
There's a good one.
Congress is saying that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's rich.
That's like a pickpocketer selling you back your own,
Pocket.
What?
You know, it's like a pickpocketer picking your pocket and selling you back your own pocket.
Watch.
I am. My eyes are open, aren't they?
No, it's like a pickpocketer selling you back your own watch.
Why would anyone carry a watch in their pocket? Grow up, dude. That's retarded.
Sure. I'm pretty sure you were born 9 months prematurely.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Ethics, schmethics, police. You know, my mentor, Roy Cohn, taught me everything I needed to know about ethics. You know, he knew where all the bodies were buried. Nobody talks about that. Maybe because if they did, they'd go missing too. It was a different time, the 70s and the 80s. Big time.
You need a break.
I deserve a break. You know what I need is a drink, but I don't drink. But when I do drink, it's only the finest. I only drink the best drinks, but I don't drink. You know what, fine. This could potentially, you know... So if the Senate does convict, how much time could we be facing here?
Well, there's a lot of factors to add in here. like your reputation, all the good you've done, how this has never happened in the whole history of the United States. I have an app on my phone that'll tell me. Impeach Trump.
Sure.
Okay. 2088, 2084 probably was good behavior.
Would I still be alive?
Of course. Look at Dick Cheney.
Oh yeah, you're right. I probably could live forever if I wanted to. But still, that would be tough, you know? All day, every day, languishing in a tiny cell.
Well, it'd be super federal max prison, so you'd have a TV. You can still catch up on Fox and Shaun and the gang.
Oh, that wouldn't be so bad then. Wait a second. Could I tweet?
Tweet, you can whistle, you can blow, you can sing till your heart's content. I know now why the caged bird sings.
Count 3, accepting foreign emoluments. Count 4, obstruction of justice. And lastly, count 5, treason.
Oh, that's a biggie.
I can't hold it in.
What's that smell?
Hold on, I can't hold it in.
It smells
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. No, it's, you know, I've always said, dude, you have tremendous pants. I always love your pants the rest of the day.
well, that's just a big treason. Well, that's reduces quick. That's all. That's everything.
That time I broke my streak. I did it sitting down.
What do you mean?
Can you smell that?
I do. It smells like deep fried bologna soaked in kerosene.
Yeah. Well, what it was is I found some old Trump steaks in the limo, and they were fine eating too, because when it comes to steaks, I just raised the steaks. I thought of that all by myself. I'm like a really smart guy. I'm a master at branding. Everybody knows that.
Okay, I think I got a plan. Hey, what brands do you own?
Why would that matter?
Just fucking tell me, okay? They're pumpkin.
Okay, let's see. There's Trump skyscrapers, Trump casinos, Trump golf courses, Trump theme parks, Trump airlines.
Speaking of golfing, that reminds me of a story. Just wait. I had a friend. Her husband was always out on the golf course. So she decided to go take lessons from the pro at the country club, learn how to hit the ball, so she could go out and play golf with him. So he takes her out to the driving range first. Well, he puts the club in her hands. She hits the first ball, it goes about 5 feet. He says, that's all right, they're nervous, you know, let's try it again. He's up another ball, he hits it, it goes about 10 feet to the right. He says, look, just hold the club like you hold your husband's penis. Boom, she hits it about 100 feet, straight down the middle. He said, that's terrific. Now take the club out of your mouth and let's go for distance.
Yeah, Trump golf courses, right? Yeah, but what else do you own?
Let's see. Trump Airlines, Trump footlong hot dogs, Trump steaks, Trump golden ale, Trump vodka,
Wait,
Trump
I thought you
wine.
didn't drink.
I don't drink, but I drink the best drinks. But I don't drink. What else?
Okay, yeah, what else do you own? Come on.
Oh yeah. Don't forget that doozy of a moneymaker, Trump University.
Well, that's you don't own a Trump prison or something?
Nuh-uh.
Well, none of that's gonna help us. This is just terrible.
Doomed. So much for the sunny days on Mar-a-Lago golf course.
But hey, I got this great plan.
Okay.
I got a great plan for you. Just gotta have to stick to it. Just don't say anything.
No
Don't
problem.
say a word.
I'm not going to say a
Don't
word.
say one word.
Absolutely
Don't say
not.
anything. And if anyone asks you a question, just don't say anything.
Zip. The keys
It is at this time, in keeping with tradition, We offer the defendant the chance to defend himself in an opening statement if he should choose to do so.
I would very much like that opportunity. Thank you very much. Wow, look at the crowds. Look at these crowds. What a tremendous crowd. Look, I'm not a bad man. I haven't done anything wrong. I don't know what I've done. My God, what have I done? Nothing. That's what, see? I'm doing what the people elected me to do, to shake things up and to drain the swamp. And first, in order to drain the swamp, you have to flood the swamp. Everybody knows that. You know, whoops, if some of it got on your shoes. Didn't mean for it to get messy. I know there's a lot of critics in the crowd. I hate critics. Okay? What have you people ever done? Who made you people God, all right? Look, this country, I'll tell you, the time for talk is over. It's all action now, baby. This country is like a runaway freight train on a dark and stormy night. And what are your people's solutions to the problems, huh? To appoint a subcommittee to investigate what you might possibly have for lunch.
You need a break.
You know what, thank you, but I don't take breaks. I work. You slop jobs ought to try it, okay? And the best thing you hacks could come up with is to accuse the Russians of meddling in our election, like we don't. Look what happened in Italy after World War II, okay? Look what happened in Chile, September 11th, 1973, when the CIA staged a coup to kill Salvador Allende, a democratically elected president. Why? Because we didn't like his politics. We're no angels. All right? So even if the Russians did meddle in our election, they would have been trying to rig an already rigged game. All right? Look at the Podesta email leaks, okay? Operation Pied Piper. Hillary Clinton threw money and support behind my campaign because they thought I'd be the easiest to beat. Think again. Also, I don't even want to talk about Bernie Sanders. Why did he show up to the Democratic National Convention with a gash on his face when it was rumored that he was going to walk off with his supporters in protest? You know, seriously, why would anyone even want this job, okay? I lost a bet with Warren Buffett. That's why I ran. Iran is out of control. That's not true. North Korea is also out of control. I didn't lose a bet with Warren Buffett. I've never even met Warren Buffett. Look, was I speaking right now? Or was I just thinking it? Don't worry, those bastards will see these goddamn bats soon enough. You're welcome.
That was really, really good.
I know, I'm the effing president.
We are now ready to begin these proceedings. The absolutely hilarious Senator from Minnesota, Al Franken, is the first to be recognized by the Senate floor.
Very cute opening statements, Mr. President. But aren't you forgetting about the three branches of government?
No, I'm not forgetting about the three branches of government, Al.
We need the three branches.
I agree 100%. We need the three branches of government, and we have them in my administration.
Can you even name the three branches of government?
Can I name? Absolutely, I can name the three. You have the executive branch, that's me. Then you have the military-industrial complex, that's Mad Dog Mattis and his friends. And then you have the Jewish dictionary.
Do you mean the judiciary?
Yeah, whatever, that's Ivanka. She's a damn sight, by the way. A lot hotter than that fat pig, Rosie O'Donnell.
How is your daughter the judiciary?
You honestly don't think she learned a single thing by watching Divorce Court as a baby?
That show? Are you sure that wasn't your living room? She learned from?
Yeah, it's funny. That's great.
And also, aren't you missing Congress?
You know what? Al, baby, nobody misses Congress, right? They just throw away the taxpayers' money.
Moving along.
Sure.
I might be a joke, but I find it very interesting when someone won't release their taxes. That tells me he's got something to hide. Now, I didn't go to Princeton or Yale or the Wharton School of Business. I went to Harvard. And to think a guy who went to school for business would know how to do his taxes. Where are they? Did they just disappear?
Could you repeat the question?
No.
If I could laugh right now, I would be doing so in a nervous titter, Duke. Oh, look at that. Well, speaking of the ability of temperament and the ability to make things vanish, please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage the man most qualified to answer that question. Give it up for the world's angriest magician! Here you go, take care of me.
Hi! I'm the world's angriest magician. You can't tell because I'm smiling. I heard that there's a critic here. Where the fuck are you? I love you. With a passion. You make my day brighter. The reader. Okay! I love screaming! And I will pay for this! But first I need an assistant who will scream with me! Who likes screaming? You raise your hand and you don't scream? Come on, come on, come on! You raise your hand, so come to the stage.
All right.
Come here! We only have 7 fucking minutes!
Hi, what's your name?
Eric.
You are just a man.
Okay, Eric! Let's do this! Stay there, Eric! Not everyone has something to scream about, so we're gonna start easy. You know what to do, right?
Watch it.
Everyone, if you know what to do, you can do it with me. 1, 2, 3. Well done! Well done! Well done! Well done! Well done! We don't have time for the whole scene. Do you like card tricks?
Yes. Okay. Take this off.
Take it off! Okay, pick a card.
Any card.
What are you, by the way?
A human being.
Yeah. Everyone wants to take this to a race place, but I won't let them. Show everyone the card, but don't show me. Does everyone know what the card is? Yeah, hurry the fuck up, please. Okay? Trumps, you just showed me the fucking card. You are a piece of shit! Pablo! What's your name again? Pablo! Take a card. Don't show it to me this time, you stupid fuck! This is art. Shut up. Okay, don't show it to me this time. Say stop whenever you want. Stop. Fine. Put your card in. Do you know how to shuffle?
Mm-hmm.
Give it a good shuffle. When you're done shuffling, put your arm right here. Okay. New deck, I'll take that. You're really bad at shuffling? This is gonna hurt a lot. You're surprisingly calm for this. Which means you earned the prestige! Awesome! The prestige is the end of the trick. You can clap. The prestige is about to happen. Shut the fuck up! Don't actually clap! This is scripted and you're gonna distract me. How am I bleeding? That's concerning. Alright. You all know what this card is, right? Shut the fuck up! Is that a beer? Is that a beer?
Yeah.
I'm parched. Clap for this man. prestige. He gave me an empty bottle. Fuck you! Alright, I am going to throw these cards up in the, you've all seen this before. The guy throws it up and he catches it. I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to catch it in my mouth. Shut up! You think I can do this right? You're lying! Come on! Alright, I'm kidding. Before the show, I made a prediction. I printed it in ink earlier today. Open up the 7 envelopes that it's inside. Go fuck yourself. It's a lot of envelopes. Come on! Hurry! It's hot! You're so hot. It's hot. This was my rectal thermometer from when I was an infant. Please confirm that it's a rectal thermometer. Yeah, it's not a trick or anything, I'm just see how it is. Are you done? Hurry up! You're so fucking close! Alright, in a big voice, you can just open it. In a big voice, read the prediction. Remember what his card was. Read the prediction. Big voice.
The magician will ruin the first trick.
How about that for accuracy? Come on! You're the great guardian. I think you're right. I like your right. You want to help me with the trick? Have one trick? Oh my God. You want to have $1 on you? You don't have any pockets. I'm talking to the scantily clad women who are lovely.
Thank you.
Anyone have $1? This is a real trick this time. I don't have a single $1 bill. It's the tear and restore. There's one person with a $1 bill. You have a $1 bill? Mm-hmm. This guy's $1. No one else is eager to give me their money. I understand that. I'm Jewish. I already have plenty of my own. I'm just waiting for my day. You know what those? Come here, stay here. Get off! He has an amazing chest for a man. How that works. This is your $1, right?
You're really working through some stuff on stage.
Fucking take the $1! I said this is scripted. You're distracting me. Pablo. Classic tear and restore. You're going to tear the $1 bill. And magically I'm going to put it back together. Do you think I can do it?
It's not a joke. I'm late on rent, man. This has been 6
Do you think I can do it?
Why?
Yeah! This is going to be great! Okay, your fly is open.
I know it's broken.
It is.
I'm a Republican. There's been budget cuts, man.
Republican, baby! I don't know that. Okay, ready? Hold it like this so everyone can see it's $1 bill. It's a real $1 bill. You're going to rip it as finely in half as you can. As perfect as you can. Yeah! You just committed a federal fucking crime! Fuck yeah! You and Trump will get along. Thank you, Pablo. Hold the bill up like this. The critic wants to see this one. So great. Hold it up, just like that. Just like that. We're going to make it magically come back together. Ready? You okay? I knew I had one last final trick in here somewhere.
Wow, that really answered all of my questions, and even some that I didn't have.
No, really, thank you, Al. Hey, I tell you what, why don't I take a blink, have a quick nap, you can grope me, and then I can see the horrifying pictures of you thanking me later in the newspaper.
No, that won't be necessary, Mr. President.
No, Now, why don't you just apologize, Al? You pinched the girl's ass 20 years ago. Why don't you just apologize for it?
This is not the place, nor is it the time.
It's actually the most tremendous place and the big time to do it. The best time. I apologize all the time. It feels good. I've never apologized in my entire life. Everybody knows that nobody knows that.
Daily Information with Stuart Smalley.
I've made some bad decisions in my life. People are really upset with me. And I feel like a bad guy. And I can't hide from it, not even under a beard. No. But that's okay. I'm okay. Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. You know what? This has become too much of a distraction. I resign. I can't believe that I'm gone before you.
Bye-bye, little wussy. Loser. He's a total loser. Nice guy, though. Total loser.
The chair recognizes Senator from the Swinger State, if you're into minors. State of Florida, Marco Rubio. Senator Rubio, you have the floor.
Thank you, Senator Ash, Rankin, and all of you who came to witness these incredible events unfold. Now, I only really came here to ask one question for Mr. Tiny Man's president. A sphincter says what?
Huh?
Asks. Sphincter says what?
I'm sorry, I didn't even catch what you were saying. Can you say it again?
A sphincter says what?
What?
The chair recognizes Nancy Pelosi, barely though, from the great state of what else can we ban? California.
The framers of the Constitution were concerned that America's elected and semi-elected officials could be swayed or otherwise bought off by foreign governments. So concerned that they wrote into Article 1 of the Constitution a prohibition on any persons profiting from their office when it comes to accepting any presents or emoluments or titles from any king, queen, or foreign state. The Constitution is clear, absolutely not acceptable. Mr. Trump, you have a lot of properties around the world, and you receive money from a Swank hotel within walking distance of the White House. Many foreign governments have frequented this high-priced hotel, if I'm not mistaken. You've stated that you would donate any profits to charity, yet no plan for this has been made public. Now add to that, you asking the FBI Director James Comey to go easy on investigating your initial National Security Advisor, Michael Flynn. Then there were calls to former heads of intelligence agencies asking them to try to convince Comey to halt his investigation into your campaign's possible collusion with Russia. And of course, the subsequent firing of James Comey.
I object.
What exactly are you objecting to?
I forget. But as long as I'm up there, my uncle was the head of the bureau here for 35 years. In addition to that, I have a number of friends who are agents of the FBI. Now, they told me a story one time. There were 3 final candidates to get a job with the FBI. So they brought them in. It was 2 guys and a woman. So the guy said to the lady, go ahead, you go first. She said, no, we're all on equal footing here. You guys go first, I'll go last. So the first guy goes in, we take him into this little room, we show him the door on the other side. They said on the other side of that door is your wife tied to a chair. Here's a gun, he wants you to go in there and kill her. He said, well, I can't do that. I've been married to that woman for years, I love her. He said, I can't do it. They said, well, we're sorry. There are many unusual things will happen in your career as an FBI agent, and obviously you're not qualified. Next guy goes in, they hand him the gun, he walks in the room, goes behind the door closes, quiet in there, quiet. Finally the door opens, the guy comes walking out, he's in tears. He says, I can't kill my wife. He said, what, are you crazy? They said, well, you're not FBI material. The woman comes up, they hand her the gun, they tell her your husband is tied to a chair in there and wants you to go in there and kill him. She goes through the door, they hear boom, 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 6 shots, right? Then they hear a little quiet, and all of a sudden they hear boom, boom, wrestling around. She comes walking out. She says, well, I did it, I killed him. She says, but this fucking gun had blanks, I had to beat him to death with the chair.
At least there be any ambiguity about Mr. Trump's motive. One day he tells Lester Holt of NBC News that he had this Russia thing on his mind when firing Comey. And then the very next day, Trump explains to high Russian officials in the Oval Office that sacking Comey has relieved great pressure on him. And add it all up, and what do you have? Intent. Intent and poorly planned out actions.
Here, here.
Yeah. Actions that a casual observer would call obvious attempts at obstruction of justice, and impeachment conviction in this case seems a foregone conclusion. I put it to you, Mr. Trump, to be frank and honest. What is your connection to Russia?
Can I answer the question?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is she done talking? Every time she talks, it sounds like the drone of the beehive being scratched up against the blackboard. What was she talking about?
I passed out halfway through. Something about Russia collusion?
Russian collusion. You know what? Russian collusion. Are you kidding me? Russian collusion? You're making it sound like that movie back in the 80s. You know, like we gotta be worried about nonsense and paranoia. Like that movie in the 80s where the Russian paratroopers, you know, got into that little town in Colorado. What was the name of that movie?
Red Dawn.
No, I don't read. I watch a lot of TV. I thought I made that abundantly clear. Furthermore, I don't trust the Poles. They're liars, they're losers, they're nosy neighbors to Russia. And what can be said about people that love potatoes that damn much? Are you kidding me? Why can't they get starch from a banana like normal people? Tremendous vodka, though. Great vodka.
Are you going to answer the question?
Use too many of these. A few left.
Oh, you know, that's what a coincidence, because the person most qualified to answer that question is actually sitting right here in the audience. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Igor Stravinsky. I got a pen and some
Stephen Colbert State of South Carolina. Lindsey Graham has the floor.
Well, hello there, Mr. Trump. We haven't gotten a chance to speak so directly in some time, and I want to open by saying that I did not appreciate when you released my personal cell phone number at your campaign event and on television. I would just give that number to everybody. It's an abuse of trust, I would say, especially when you didn't call. I will also want to say for the record that I think your racism and Islamophobia has hurt the country and has hurt our party. I mean, when I do it, I have at least a little bit of decorum. It's called a dog whistle, not an air horn. I also at times question your motive for public service. The government is not about enriching your personal wealth. Take it from me, I'm more of a lapdog to corporate interests, if you know what I mean. But as a Christian man, I do always seek forgiveness in others to satisfy my heart. And I don't know if you're able to grovel on your knees, but I admit I'd love to see you try.
Can it, Ms. Lindsay, or I release the photographs?
I have no idea about what you're talking about. I put those rumors to bed years ago. Just ask my good friend Shishi LaRue, performing down at the Birdcage in Charleston. Not that I've ever been to the Birdcage, of course not. I heard the most ghastly rumors about that den of iniquity.
Try me, Cinderella.
I said my piece. So who's next?
The outspoken senator from the draconian state of New York, Chuck Schumer, has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and my other delegates here in the Senate. Mr. President, you have repeatedly shown disrespect towards women. Lest I remind you, an impeachable offense is a crime committed against the Constitution or the body politic. As Alexander Hamilton put it,
terrible play, very bad ratings. My parents told me all about it.
Mr. President, as Alexander Hamilton once said, injuries done to society itself are crimes is an impeachable offense. And you, sir, with your philandering ways, have done great harm. Now, let's get ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's move on to the topic of Trump on women.
Yeah, it's about time. I left my boat voice at home.
Mr. President.
Look, Shumi. No one is more respectful to women than I am.
I find that very tough to swallow.
Yeah, well, that's what she said, but she swallowed anyways.
Mr. President, this is going to be the last time, and I'll warn you. I believe that this brash compulsiveness of yours has clouded your judgment and has disgraced the nation. In a 2005 conversation with Billy Bush.
Billy Bush, terrific guy. Very weird laugh. Total tool. Best friend, buddy pal. Everybody's favorite, loser.
Mr. President, for Access Hollywood, you were caught red-handed, bragging about sexual assault against a woman. You said, and I quote,
That's not my voice.
Mr. President, you said, and I quote, I need to use some Tic Tacs just in case I start to kiss her, as well as bragging about grabbing them by their genitalia.
What do you mean, like pussy?
Mr. President, I and many others believe that this impetuous narcissism, this tactless, lecherous behavior of yours has reached a fever pitch.
You got that right. I'm actually sticking around for this one. Hit it, sisters.
Contracted syphilis when he was a kid on the weed. When Geraldo finally opens your vault, well then maybe we'll finally see that a fever of 103, fever all through the night, fever when you're talking, fever when you're texting, fever what's giving you North Korea fright. Fever ain't such a new thing. Fever started a long time ago. They say Caligula loved his horses. One stud in particularly gave the colt an ivory manger, much to insiders' sleep. But plans to put his seat in the Senate, make the Romans all take a knee. Fever, he had the fever, climbed up the crazy tree. Just in a second, heard voices and people he would bite. Martin Luther had a routine. Every day he ate a spoonful of his own shite. Then there's King George. King George thought that he was a dog, fragile from being.
Yay! Give it up for him, huh? Give it up for him, yeah! What's going on here?
It reminds me of a joke. This guy goes to the doctor. Order! This guy goes to the doctor.
This chamber come. Order!
Doctor says, I got bad news for you. He says, unfortunately, he says, you have AIDS and you have Alzheimer's. And the guy says, well, at least I don't have AIDS. You know, Reagan would have loved that joke. We had another one, but
Order?
Oh, they have an order?
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of hungry. Yeah, myself. A cheeseburger and a large orange shake, please. Oh, second order. I got the shake already. Hold it.
How long you been waiting to dust out that little gem there, Duke?
So funny when she kicked you in the balls. Order!
Look, okay, I'll have a vodka martini with Trump brand vodka, of course, 3 olives, twisted papaya on the side, shaken, not stirred. Did I tell you about a marketing slogan? Trump vodka. I just raised the stakes. I just thought of that all by myself. Do you get it? I'm like a really smart guy. You know why? It's the genes. You know? I warned you about the polls. Tremendous vodka, though. I don't drink. But when I do drink, it's the finest. But I don't drink. I'll have a drink. Oh, yeah. And also, let's have a shot of Thorazine, please.
and a knuckle sandwich.
Okay, 2 shots of Thorazine, barkeep. What do you want?
Knuckle sandwich.
3 knuckle sandwiches, garçon.
They got it under control.
Yeah, see that?
It's well under
No,
order, yeah.
It is. It really is. Did I tell you about the slogan?
Wait, what's the slogan?
Oh, yeah. Order. We get it, okay? Order. Yeah.
What are those?
They're Trump brand shoes, like I would wear anything else.
Art!
Ivanka's slaves made them.
Don't say slaves. You're under. Hey, where are they from?
They're from my feet.
All right.
See all the poop? Yeah, it's poop. Oh, it's not like this. So, what are they made of? They're high density polyurethane or Trump steak sirloin. I can't really tell the difference.
Art! That's good. Did you just raise the stakes?
I just raised the stakes when it comes to Trump's shoes.
The distinguished Senator Mitch McConnell from the great state of Kentucky.
Let me tell you all a story. Something that happened in the great state of Massachusetts. The Salem witch trials of 1693. The trials resulted in the execution of 20 people, 14 of which were women, and all but one died of hanging. 5 others, including 2 infant children, died in prison. That period of mass hysteria was categorized by false accusation and lapses in due process. And ultimately it was discovered many years later that the carnage, brutality, and madness of the Salem witch trials was, at its root, a dispute over property rights. Who amongst us here cannot draw the same parallels to the stubborn bipartisanship of this here Senate? Would you, President Trump, categorize this as a witch hunt?
I would. That's exactly what I would call it. A witch hunt.
Yeah, a witch hunt.
A witch hunt, yeah, that's what it is. It's a witch hunt.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President.
Hey, Mitch, you know what? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot for waking up today, huh?
Thank you.
Oh, really? I'm going to send you some for Christmas.
Right here. Thank you so much. I'll be thinking about this tonight. Thank you, Mr. President.
You are a beautiful man.
The chair recognizes Bernie Sanders from the great state of Vermont.
Oh, that's weird. I don't see him. Yeah, where's Bernie at? I don't see him. Oh. Bernie, is that you? Where are you?
Yes, this is Bernie Sanders. I'm broadcasting to you from the 4th dimension.
Dude, what's the 4th dimension? Time. 8:46. I think it's 8:46 p.m. Yeah. Hey, dude, Bernie.
No, listen up, because what I have to tell you is very important. And here it is. It's your parents' dying. We gotta travel back into the future. We're running out of time.
Oh, is that what happened? Let me guess. We went back to the past and altered the course of history. Now, we have to go back, put things in order so my parents meet, go to the dance, fall in love, and conceive of me.
Great Scott, no. Exactly the opposite. We gotta keep their parents from meeting.
Jeez. You were way better on Taxi, Bernie.
We're out the 4th dimension.
It's astonishing. In a parallel universe, I have been duly elected president. And sweet mother of God, nothing makes any sense. Speaking of which, there is no mothers, there are no fathers, there is no gender. Everybody's trans. Nobody works. Everybody's transsexual and gay. And at the bottom, nobody wants to work. Everybody receives a government universal income. You thought the coffee shops were full now? Yep. Everyone gets a monthly check, and after taxes are taken out, they spend what's left on Xbox games so they can sit around the house and masturbate all day. Everybody's finally got what they want. Oh God, it's a literal nightmare.
That's really interesting, Bernie. Oh, what's that?
What's that? Is that an interdimensional effect or something?
Must be a transdimensional thing.
What? No, that's just some kids taking a tour in the Black House. That's what they listen to. White noise on their retro boot boxes. You thought the millennials were bad. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
The Black House?
Black is the absence of all color. In fact, there is no color anymore. White noise, and to the extent some brown noise, is technically now what they call noise. Colors do not exist. Now when you're driving, you stop at a light. You can't say a color. Well, there's a surcharge on color, so you can say it if you can afford it to pay tax that is. Which nobody can. By the way, all the cars are self-driving and made of Tonka in this dimension. It's like Greece. Everybody has a PhD, but no money. Starbucks is now a branch of the government. Everybody is non-binary conforming, but then they talk in acronyms and binary code. LOL, 1001011001, GTG, 0000100, BRB, 111110, no 8, only 1s and 2s, NM, G2G, GMW, that's all Bernie talk. It's so annoying. It's a leftist wasteland. I'm telling you. What is it?
Are you gonna keep rambling? Are you gonna ask me a question? You gonna keep rambling about the fourth dimension?
Question? Yeah, sure. Here it is. Mr. Trump, why are you such a schmuck?
That's easy. Good G.
Well, this electrometer hits 88 delegates for the convention. You're in for some real serious shit now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go fiddle on the roof. Bernie out.
Next, we have Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky.
Oh, that's right, because he got beat up by his neighbor. Yeah, the property rights thing, this is weird too, because he's like a libertarian.
It's pretty ironic.
He's like, all about property rights, right?
Libertarians take the extra long because like
And then there's like, sedition.
Oh.
Yes?
No, that's horrible. Did I really have to walk to the microphone?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes? So, I think, was that a yes? That was a yes. So,
No.
so yes, yes answer answered your questions, right? Okay, great. Thank you so much. It looks like we'll still be able to catch Handy in the gang. This thing's wrapping up. We got it all wrapped up here. Pretty excited. Sure, it's a great show. Ratings are through the roof.
Senator Elizabeth Warren
Oh no.
from the degrading state of Massachusetts has the floor.
Mr. Trump, I'm seriously concerned with your mental state. And for that matter, I am concerned with the effects of the radical fanatical whims on the current collective state of the planet.
Give me a break. Can you just give me a break there, Sacagawea?
Mr. Trump?
Listen, we all know about your great state of Massachusetts, or as I like to call it, Massachusetts. Huh? Just made that up. I'm like really smart. I'm really quick on the uptake, or is it the downtake? I always get those two confused. Anyways, my friend Pat Robertson told me all about your yay pinko commie-loving state. He told me the rapture could happen in Massachusetts and no one would even notice. Maybe the streets of Boston would smell less like urine. Maybe.
Mr. Trump!
Yeah, what do you got for me there, Pocahontas?
I am today invoking the 25th Amendment of the United States Constitution.
What are you doing? You can't leave.
Gotta get out of here. I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, but you can't leave. Not now.
Okay, buddy. Just be yourself, you know? I'll be right back.
You can't leave. I mean, she's invoking the 25th Amendment.
Don't worry about it. That's nothing.
I don't even know what that is.
Hey,
She's invoking it.
Listen, I got this for you. This will help you.
What is this?
It's a gummy bear, you fucking moron.
Hey, you can't talk to me that way.
Hey, listen. Secret transmitter, okay?
Secret transmitter?
Secret.
Okay.
Be right back. It's like I'll be next to you the whole time like I've been here, huh? Alright.
I guess.
And don't say something stupid.
Are you finished, Mr. Trump? Are you through? Are you done?
No, I'm never through, finished, or done. I'm a fighter, okay, Pocahontas? I'm a scrapper. I like to get into it. I'm a fighter, I'm a scrapper.
I'm a servant to the American people.
I'm a I'm a servant to the American people.
Apologize.
Never.
It is apparent that you are unfit and unable to discharge the duties and power of the office of the President of the United States. And so it is our solemn duty as a body to remove you from the highest office in the land, an office for which you are woefully unprepared to hold.
Now you wait just a second there, towhead. I will not sit here and listen to you lecture me.
Sit down and shut up. Apologize.
Never.
You have the floor, and I will respect that, and I will speak when spoken to.
You have the floor, and I will respect that, and sit here and be quiet until it's my turn to speak. Stupid.
Good. Okay. Mr. President, your recent saber rattling, combined with your compulsiveness and your alarming tendency to ignore the best advisors you have available, have put us in the position of questioning your competence and sanity. How can you, with a straight face, conceivably justify such arbitrary actions as the firing of Attorney General Stanley Yates, U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara, and 46 other U.S. attorneys in March?
I object.
Soon after, right?
I re-object.
Katie Walsh and Michael Flynn got the axe.
Wait.
Then there was the dismissal Then there was the dismissal of FBI Director James Comey. Not to mention, we saw Tom Price, Steve Bannon, Walter Shaw, Mike Douglas, John Thompson, and Sean Spicer. What are you doing?
You know, this reminds me of a story. Many years ago, I was a traveling salesman, and I was going through this part of Ohio. There was this little town outside the town. There was a big billboard advertising a circus. You know how they have those little circuses in the shopping malls and everything? So I thought, what the hell, I got nothing else to do at night. You know, I made my sales calls, so I went into the circus. And I'm sitting there, all the acts going. Finally comes time for the feature act, the final act. The Amazing Italian. What the hell is the Amazing Italian, right? Crowd going crazy. All of a sudden, this beautiful girl, this is about 25 years ago, beautiful girl comes out with a table, opens it up, she puts 3 walnuts on it. Out comes this little old Italian guy, and he comes walking out, gets in front of the table, he drops his pants, whips out the biggest penis you ever saw in your life, and boom, 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 smashes him to smithereens. The crowd goes crazy. They carry him out of the tent on their shoulders. Now he had come forward a little bit. About 5 years ago, I'm going through the same area, and there's still another sign there. Come and see the Amazing Italian at the circus. So I figured, what the hell? I gotta see this. This guy should have been dead. He was an old man when I saw him the first time. So I get in there, all the acts go on. Sure enough, time for the Amazing Italian. Girl comes out. Well, she was a little bit older. You know, it's 20-some years later. Anyways, she comes out. She puts the table down, takes out 3 coconuts, puts them on there. With that, out comes this little old guy. He looked like he was half dead. Gets up to the table, drops his pants, boom, 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 smashes the crap out of the coconuts. Coconut flying everywhere. So I couldn't wait till after the show to go talk to him. I couldn't believe it was the same guy. So I get in there and I said, you know, I saw you 20-some years ago. I said, but you use walnuts then? He says, yeah, well, my eyesight, it's not so good anymore.
Look, I can explain that. I resent these allegations. I resent the alligators, by the way. And I can explain this. It's a good joke there, huh, bud? Would you like some popcorn?
Yeah.
I can explain this.
Excuse me?
Glory hole?
Is that a glory hole? Wholesome. A gloriously wholesome crowd of good, upstanding Americans. It's not a Trump brand toilet, is it? Is it a gold throne that spits warm, titillating, tantalizing, gold-flecked water on your taint while you sit on it? Well, how the hell should I know? Did I tell you our slogan? Trump toilets. I just raised the stakes. Absolutely brilliant. Seriously, I do me.
And for God's sakes, Mr. Trump, why do you have a jelly bean in your ear?
It's not a jelly bean, Sacagawea Pocahontas. It's a secret earbud transmitter that my lawyer gave me.
What lawyer?
The lawyer that's been sitting here to my right this entire time. Right here.
There has been nobody sitting there this entire session.
What do you...
I'm a figment of your imagination, dumbass.
I'm a figment of your imagination crap. Eat me.
Mr. Trump, you are deranged, sir.
Bye.
Truly reckless and dangerous individual.
Whatever.
You've gone rogue.
Give me a break.
Someone ought to beat the snot out of you like your father did.
That's real original.
But bring your little old orange self over to my place after this, and we can work out our frustration.
Yeah, sure, do that. Everything you're saying, that might be true. But let me ask you this. How were the ratings?
Ready?